Happy Victory Monday to each and every one of you in Packer Nation. Blowing out the Chicago Bears, my friends, is a beautiful thing. Now on to the big piece of news, is that the Green Bay Packers just signed Tavon Austin, the former wide receiver of the St. Louis Los Angeles Rams. A former first-round pick unfortunately did not work out very well for the Rams. He wound up bouncing around on another team, the Dallas Cowboys, before landing to the 49ers, I believe, and he was there for a short amount of time, was cut, and then landed to free agency, and now he is coming to Green Bay to catch passes from Aaron Rodgers. Great news, great news. I knew that in a poll that I put out for you guys in the community tab, if the Packers should sign Tavon, there were some pretty good responses. Some people didn't want him, some people did. I was kind of hot and cold on the decision. Tavon is really by no means a very good receiver. He was probably considered by many to be a first-round bust. However, I see that Tavon is probably much more of a better return specialist than he was a receiver, and more of a gadget player as opposed to a well-rounded receiver. Now, Tavon, well, here's why I like the signing. I like the signing because I think Tavon really brings something to the Matt LaFleur offense that some other receivers don't, perhaps maybe like Kenny Stills. I know that he was just released by the Houston Texans. I certainly would have liked Kenny to come over to Green Bay. But something about Kenny just didn't really seem to sit well with me. And that is the fact that the Texans weren't using him very much. He was taking a back seat to guys like Will Fuller, Cooks, and Randall Cobb, our former receiver. And whenever he did play, he just wasn't very good. I don't think he really had the consistent separation that he did from a few years ago when he was a part of the intricate Bill O'Brien offense and was actually a good weapon for Deshaun Watson. He just has not been that this season, and that's why I believe that the Texans released him. But I think that they regret doing that now because Will Fuller, the guy that we all wanted to come to Green Bay via trade, just got suspended. He is out for 6 games with violations of the PED rules. He will not be playing for the rest of the season. So let's look at it this way, you guys. Not trading for Will Fuller has been a big blessing in disguise. And I thought that Will would have been a very good addition to the Green Bay Packers, given that he would have been a very nice 8-game rental, 9-game rental, 10-game rental, depending how far we go into the playoffs. But looking at it back now, I'm glad we didn't trade for him because he would have been no help going down into December, going into the playoffs. I know he probably would have been able to help this team for this month, and that really would have been about it. So those are 2 things to take away from, is the signing of Tavon Austin. We got a wide receiver, and a receiver that we probably would have traded for if the financials had been able to work out and if the Texans had been able to come to some type of an agreement with the Packers. I'm pretty sure that a 4th-round pick may have been able to have been given over to the Texans if they agreed to it. They did not, and that is why the Packers don't have Will Fuller, and that is also now why Will Fuller is now that is why the Texans are in limbo with at receiver with them cutting Stills and now Will going to suspension. But yeah, this is great news for the Packers. I like the move. Brian Gutekunst, thank you very much for giving Aaron Rodgers another versatile chess piece at wide receiver, really. Because here's what Tavon can bring, or what he can bring to the table, is that he can be used on jet sweeps. He can even take some reps at running back. And he can be used very much well in the slot. And we certainly could use that smaller slot receiver who is quick twitch, can get off the line, and can just go run a route and catch passes over the middle, as well as the deep game. I know that Tavon has the speed as well to be a good deep threat. And I know he will be able to be used down the seam, especially when consider that he's going to be playing in the slot. He could be a mismatch for some nickel corners. And what can I say? This is a very good signing by the Green Bay Packers. I'm glad we got a pretty good a pretty decent receiver for a good amount of money. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be like a 1 year deal, somewhere around 1 million. Probably could be a little bit over, could be a little bit less, give or take, depending on what Tavon was able to agree to. I'll find out more about the details on the signing whenever the signing is official. But the Green Bay Packers are bringing Tavon Austin to the frozen tundra, and he will get to come catch some passes for Aaron Rodgers whenever he is ready to contribute to the offense, hopefully sooner rather than later. And that is all I have for this video. I'll catch you guys later. Go Pack Go.